it's Betsy, and today we have a fun video for you. I just got in my Be Perfect Cosmetics times Stacey Marie Carnival 3 I Love Tahiti palette. Now, I purchased this from the Be Perfect website for $49.95 in US dollars. It is $36.99 I think in British pounds, but I saw several other YouTubers that I love, like Karen Harris and Britt Clark, Angelica Nyquist, talking about this, and I was like, well, I kind of gotta get it. I love this, and this is right up my alley for color schemes because of all the purples and pinks and greens, and there's not a whole lot of blues because I like doing blue looks sometimes, but blue eyes are not my thing. So I am not gonna swatch this out. As I said, there are a ton of people who have already swatched this massive palette out because, I mean, there's, I don't know how many shades are that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 shades? 5, 8, yeah, 40 shades. So that is a massive palette, and I just don't have the arm real estate to swatch it out. So we're just gonna play with her today. And again, Karen Harris, Britt Clark, let's see who else. So many people have played with this. So check them out. I will try to remember to link stuff down below, but Lord knows I'm terrible about it. So since today we're going to be playing with some color, I am going to use my Anastasia eyeshadow primer. This is not always like, okay, there. I'm trying to look at myself in the monitor, but I'm still trying to get used to it being backwards. And my husband was like, well, maybe there's a way we can reverse it in the camera so it's not backwards for you. And I was like, well, the problem with that is if we reverse it like that, then for y'all, it might end up looking like you wouldn't be able to read the text and stuff on packages, if that makes sense. I went in way too heavy with this, but it's okay. I have a makeup wipe handy. This is an excellent eyeshadow primer, but it is very easy to go way too heavy because it is super duper liquidy. That is one thing I don't like about it, is how liquidy it is. So let's go ahead and blend it all in. Kind of gives me a more neutral, nice base to start with. I'm going to use my e.l.f. eye tapes. I did cut these in half, so that way I'm not wasteful. So I haven't ever tried Be Perfect before, but I am excited to. Oh, another person, Make Me Up Missa. If you haven't seen her, her looks are absolutely gorgeous. Has played with this. I think Katie Marie has played with it. Heather Austin. So we're gonna play. Okay, so I think I want to do like a pinky purple look. Like, I know I can get like a super cute fall vibes palette look from this. I'm trying to make sure y'all can see, but I think I want to stick more with the pinky purples. So I think I'm gonna dip into the shade Lilac right here and use that as like my transition shade, because, well, I just think that that will work out really well for me. And as you can tell, I didn't set the eye primer today. Typically when I'm working with something this bright, oh, look how beautiful that pigmentation is. That's gorgeous. So typically when I'm working with something that is this vibrant, I don't set my eye primer. And already this is performing so much better than the Colored Rain Juicy Boost. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to harp on that. And I know people have gotten good looks out of it. The thing is, I have a style of doing my makeup that works for me, that I like doing. Now, not everything that works for me is gonna work for you, but for an expensive palette like that, because that was $52, and it not to perform kind of drives me nuts. So I really like though. I mean, just look how smooth that blended out. Gorgeous. And I'm using the BK Beauty 201 brush. So I think I'm gonna dig into next the Fruity shade, which is a little bit more vibrant purple, but it's, well, not really purple. It's kind of a, not magenta, but, because there is a magenta in there, but it is a very pinky purple. It's almost like a hot purple. It's a very 90s color. And again, look at that. That is blending like a dream. So pretty. Okay, so I'm going to take and grab a clean brush. This is Morphe times he shall not be named. And just really make sure everything is nice and blended and smooth. Love that. Okay. And let me grab something a little bit smaller, more compact. Let's use this BK Beauty brush. This is the 205, which is like an angled, but it's kind of fluffy. And I think I'm gonna go into the shade Grape right here. Gotta adjust things so I can see. So the shade Grape, to help deepen up everything. Let's see if we can adjust. Sorry, y'all. I'm still getting used to this monitor thing and it's driving me insane. I have an excellent husband who takes care of doing that stuff for me. I just need to train him to take and do video editing so that quality would pick up. But, and the thing is, like, I am an artistic person. I cannot draw to save my life, but I do find myself to be an artistic person. Part of the thing is I've got super shaky hands and I can't see. So that does not help with my artisticness. But, I mean, if you watch my main channel, you know that, you know, I am a creative person. I mean, that's the kind of stuff I do all day, every day. And I love playing with color. And like purples and stuff like this color scheme works really, really well whenever I want to really make my eyes look green. Because again, like I've said before, I've got the most unusual shade of hazel. So, okay, so let's go grab a smaller brush. And I think we're gonna go into the Blackberry shade, which is right here. That really deep, that's like a really good royal purple. And purples are notorious for being some of the most difficult shadows to create. So to see the purples performing as well as they are makes me really happy. Look how pretty. And I love, as I've said before, I love eyeshadow. I can go for a neutral look. I have no issue doing a neutral look. I like neutrals. But man, when I want to play with color, I want to play with color. And this is the kind of color I like to play with. So, okay, so I think what I'm gonna do now is glitter glue. And we're gonna put glitter glue on the front portion of our eye because there's a flaky color in there that I'm like dying to get on my eyes. And I use glitter glue. It helps with fallout, even though, you know, I do my face makeup afterwards. But it also helps it make it stick. So I'm gonna go into this shade right here called Starlight. Okay. Picking up nice on the brush. Oh yeah, that's like a multi-chrome with purple and pink and some blue to it. That is gorgeous. And it gives that nice wet look. Oh, I'm loving this. So pretty. That is gorgeous. I mean, look at that. It, drop my brush. That went on so easy. It's not even funny. So I'm taking the brush that had blackberry on it and just using that to make sure everything is nice and smoothed out. And then I'm gonna use it to kind of pack some of the blackberry color too on the outer edge again, just to make sure that's all nice and blended. And I typically do shy away from palettes this big, but I won't shy away from it if it performs this well. Okay. We like this. Okay. Now what I'm gonna go ahead and go do is put on the rest of my face, and then we'll come back and do the lower lash line and talk about my thoughts on this, because look how beautiful this looks. So give me a moment. So I'm back. I'm using the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush in the shade Stacey right here, which is like a really good neutral pink blush. I love how it looks. I'm using the same Gucci bronzer that I used yesterday. I'm really loving my Gucci bronzer. And then I'm using the Tom Ford lip gloss in, what shade is this? Aura. So it's just a good, very basic nude. So I think what I want to do under my eyes is go for teal. So I'm gonna start off by lining my eyes. This is the ColourPop BFF Gel Cream Eyeliner in the shade Catsuit, which is a beautiful teal color. There we go. That goes on so easily. And then I'm going to take, this is the BK Beauty 204 brush. And let's open up our palette. I'm gonna go into the shade right here called Reef. See, it's almost the same shade as the eyeliner. So, just going to apply that all under my waterline. Oh yeah, that kind of gives it some fun pop. Look how pretty. Okay. Love how that looks. Now I need a smaller size blender brush. This, well, not really a blender brush. This is the Write Your Story one from Sugar Rush. I got this in a BoxyCharm. And I'm gonna go into the shade Key Lime, which is that neon-y green. And I'm gonna take and use that to really soften up under my eyes. That is a really pretty green shade. And what I like about it is you can see it's there, but it's not like there, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna grab, this is Step 3, go girl go. It's a brush. I don't remember if this is BoxyCharm or Ipsy. And we're gonna go into the shade Pearl up here at the top. I am gonna spray this just to make sure it stays in place, and apply that as my inner corner highlight. Oh, and I'm using the Pat McGrath, this trio of highlighters, and I'm using the first one, which is that pinky white duochrome. I think it makes a good accompaniment to this palette. So again, just making sure, look how blinding that is. And I see how I'm kind of wrapping it around a little bit so it ends up with the top a little bit. I think that helps keep things blended. Then take that big brush and kind of go over it because I went a little ham on that eye. So let's apply some mascara and then we are done. This is the Pat McGrath Fetish Eyes, or yeah, Fetish Eyes mascara. I like this mascara. There really isn't anything from Pat McGrath that I don't like. There have been things that haven't been my favorites, but everything that I have bought from her has performed well. But the main thing I was disappointed on was the mini pink palette. I can't remember what it's called right now, but it just didn't have any punchiness to it. And especially for that price, I expect there to be punchiness. So that is the completed look. What do you think? I think it is absolutely stunning. So I cannot wait to play with this palette more. If you have an extra $49 in your pocket and are looking for a bright colored eyeshadow palette, I would definitely recommend checking this out because it is gorgeous. You saw how easy that was to apply. I don't edit how long it takes to do eyeshadow looks because, you know, I'm a regular person. I work. I want things to go on really quickly. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is typically Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But there has been so much new stuff that I have been posting a lot more. But I guess that's it. So we shall see y'all tomorrow. Bye.